does this sound? How does this? No, maybe it does. I don't know. Does it? I feel like this one is way louder. Like definitely way louder. What about this one? What about? Oh, this is good. I'll use this. Perfect. This one is bye bye. Bye bye.
I'm gonna be in motherfucking beast mode next week.
What?
I'm thinking about doing plant-based.
Oh.
Not plant-based, meat plant-based, no grains for like a month.
What? You're gonna go plant-based?
Plant and meat-based, just fruit and beef or something.
Fruit and beef? You're gonna do a fruit and beef diet, John?
I was thinking about doing like a lot of meat and fruits.
Why?
And then maybe some kefir mixed in there.
So that's such
You know
that's
what I
so weird. What is the through line here? Like, what is the diet?
Meat, fruit, and kefir, and then lifting 5 days a week, and then just
Welcome to the retard hour, everybody. Thank you for being
for
here.
like 6 months. How about that?
Welcome back to the show where we say, the most insane things. But I mean, I just don't understand kefir, fruit, and meat. What in God's name made you think that was like the combo to land on for a diet?
Sounds like a phenomenal diet.
By whose standards? Like Jordan Peterson,
by most people's
and
standards.
if he
What are you
decided
talking
to
about?
like eat
No,
fruit,
he does fruit. He doesn't eat fruit. He has meat and greens like a retard.
He doesn't even have the greens anymore. It's just meat.
Oh, he's
and
so
pills.
dumb. Meat and
And
greens. I remember
pills.
my dad called me one time and he was like, "I think about doing this meat and green." I was like, "Dad, no."
Maybe you should.
No, well, you probably.
Well, you know
but
what?
the thing is like fucking, you need fruit, dude. I think
you
fruit's
don't
more important than
need-
vegetables.
I feel like this mic is not working. Maybe.
I feel like it's in your head.
Yeah. Maybe you're right. Maybe it is.
Oh,
in
one
my
of those does have a weird cable.
head. Right though.
Mm-hmm. If you shake it around, it goes.
I think it's this.
Just talk shit about my diet. Don't do that. Don't do
Sorry,
that.
sorry.
Don't give them that.
I know.
Don't fucking
It
give them
was
that.
for me. It was for my
No.
immaturity. I'm double fisting the mic.
Oh, God. Don't give
Maybe
them
I'll
that.
finally make it in podcasting.
I'm like the more we do this
Suddenly-
podcast, the more I agree with the Ayatollah of Iran. I'm just like, you need to be hidden.
Lucky for you, I have my passport down
I know.
here. I have the Declaration of Independence upstairs that I got from one of those little free libraries on the street, and John literally is like, "Is that your Iranian passport? Like sitting on the table?" And
It
I'm
looks like one.
it really does. Actually, it looks
Yeah, it
exactly
does.
like an Iranian passport. Don't come for me.
I look like shit. Oh my God, look at me.
You look fine,
Oh
John.
God.
It's because you haven't started your meat fruit
Sorry,
diet
I
yet.
have a sty in my eyes.
And you're randomly going to
Horrible.
have kefir. And then the guy who constantly has digestive problems and IBS, like on the
Watch
daily.
it disappear.
Oh, watch it go full throttle in a way that none of us, as a friend group, are even remotely prepared
I'm gonna
for.
say
Because
full
we're gonna
throttle.
be the victims of this diet.
I'm gonna say full throttle.
You're gonna be
for-
ripping them in the studio every goddamn day.
Can I keep it real with you? Okay, when I really was
With
fucking
you.
shredding weight. When I was at 320, I went 320 to about 250 pounds first time around. The first 70 pounds I lost.
You went
My
how
diet,
much?
I lost 70 pounds in probably 3 months.
Without Ozempic. You hear that? It can be done.
Ozempic's for losers. This is what I ate.
Okay.
Every morning I'd wake up. I'd have 2 corn tortillas, an egg, a piece of bacon, and grilled spinach, and I'd make a taco out of that. And then in the afternoon, I would have a handful of raw spinach with 1 can of tuna and broccoli slaw.
Oh, what kind of tuna?
Whatever tuna, and water or oil, whatever, it doesn't matter.
Oil.
Broccoli, olive oil. Don't ever get fucking seed oils. Olive oil.
Oh my God,
only.
it's always in like
Always
sunflower
olive-
oil.
Yeah,
it's
always in,
literally in like a
rapeseed
vat
oil.
of
Why would I
poison.
want fucking fish and rapeseed oil? You
Mm.
savages. Anyway, so
My favorite oil is rapeseed oil.
I hate that.
I
man.
love it.
I read it.
I
and
love
I'm like,
it. It's
ugh.
so good.
I
It's
read
so
it and
good.
it's like an exploitation
sponsor
film.
me, and I'll promote your rapeseed oil.
Sean Ryan sponsor me. I would have
People
that.
are already accusing you of being a fed because of this. By the way,
Good. I would have,
His
and I would mix that with
fantasy.
mayonnaise and a little bit of barbecue sauce, or maybe something else, a little tasty taste. I make a salad out of that. And in the evenings, I would have.
How
as
are you
many-
losing weight here? with
Listen,
the-
listen,
Okay,
and then because I'm having a single egg in the morning, and then for the
well, you're
for the
having corn
afternoon,
tortillas.
2 corn tortillas. It's like
Okay,
fucking 50
I mean, I guess
calories.
at that weight, that is
Yeah,
less food
it's
than
like
what
50
you
calories.
than what you would need to maintain your weight.
And
Yeah, sure.
and in the evening time, I would have as many little cuties as I wanted. I would get high.
As many?
I would get high and have like 10 little cuties.
I really wish I got to hang out with Hi John.
It
It would have really
Hi John, you have ones. Once.
barely, but you were like not. Here's the thing,
I can't smoke like you, dude.
well, because it was the one time, you know, you and to be clear, I don't smoke cigarettes. I've never touched a cigarette in my life. I love how that's just a justification for me putting like
Loser.
There's
more carcinogens.
well,
than weed.
I subscribe to the Bill Maher California Sober. You know, I don't really drink that often. I say that with a White Claw in my hand, of course. I really drink on this show, and then I don't really
it's
drink.
true. I doesn't really
right?
drink.
I don't. Thank you. I was like, somebody called me out on that. They're like, you say you never drink, and then you always have a drink in your hand. I'm like, yes,
Yeah,
sometimes
in
I
the
have
1 hour you
1
see
hour.
of her life,
Right.
In the relax.
How dare you judge me?
Yeah, shut up.
No, I would say it too. If
Yeah.
I were that, I would see that and be like, this bitch is fucking.
Well, let me just real quick. After that diet,
Right.
I
You're
had the
cuties.
healthiest shits I've ever had in my life. Every
Okay,
morning I
don't
poop
wanna-
once.
Jesus Christ,
Well,
John.
you wanted you dipped into what the
Could you use a
truth.
different expression than
I had the
dipped in?
healthiest bowel movements. It was once a day. And
Sean's
it was,
such a narcissist. He like
I was
thinks everyone
living-
wants to hear about his bowel
I was losing a pound a day on that diet, and I did that for 70 pounds.
He must have been huge if you were losing weight eating 18 oranges a day.
Well, it's all the fiber.
Okay.
And I was oh, by the way, you know what else I was doing?
Almost wrecked your stomach.
No, it was it was a wonderful every morning every morning it was like a Costco hot dog, and that was it. And then
Costco hot dog?
yeah,
You would have a
size shit.
Costco hot dog every day?
No, I'd poop something the size of a Costco hot dog.
Stop!
But the
No!
and that was all I did all day. And then
And for that reason.
added on to that diet, folks, I would have like a fucking I think I would have 2 liters of green tea a day. And then I would have a cup of green tea.
Matcha or green tea?
Green tea.
Okay.
Just straight up green
Matcha's
tea out of the
better,
bag.
technically,
Whatever.
It's matcha.
I had,
It's green tea on steroids.
I would have a glass of green tea and then a glass of water, a glass of green tea and then a glass of water, a glass of green tea, glass of water. I would do that for 5-6 hours a day.
Bro,
Just
that's-
keep hydrating. I was peeing so often.
Okay, so you were doing the thing where you like drink too much and then inevitably your body's gonna flush shit out.
Well, that's how you lose fat. So fat gets replaced by water in your body, and then your body flushes it out. The majority of fat you lose is lost through urine and breathing.
I thought the fat cells just shrunk.
No. So
I don't
you
know. I
actually
didn't think
lose,
that
you physically
converts.
lose fat. What do
yeah,
you think
no,
happens?
I've read about this. It doesn't happen that way. I thought about that
It
too. I was
happens
like,
through breathing and
what
pain.
happens when you lose weight? Do you like shit it out? Like what happens? Do you sweat it out? What
You
happens?
also poop it out, yeah.
No, you don't. Not
Mhm.
necessarily. Not really. It apparently is this other thing where like just physically in your body, your fat cells just shrink. It's not going anywhere.
But matter is neither gained nor lost. So even though they shrink,
Right, but
There
these
is
are
fat
little
that-
cells that
So
are
what happened to
that
me?
form, and we're made of cells, John.
we're made of stardust, Ida. And we're just a
We're-
pale blue dot.
We're little specks of dust
Yeah.
suspended. We're
Uh.
little motes of dust suspended on a
Ooh.
sunbeam.
Ooh.
Carl Sagan. just
Fuck.
farted.
I know someone who worked with Carl Sagan's son. He said he was the most unbearable human being on planet Earth.
It's probably all his IBS shits that he takes in your house.
Really? Well, I'll tell you right now.
John-
I'm gonna
John
do
takes
meat and
really
vegetables.
insane, you know.
I'm gonna do meat and vegetables. See how that goes. Not vegetables, fruits.
That's
I-
crazy, John. It's just sugar. You're just going to be filling yourself with sugar in a
There's
different
a
form.
different-
It's not obviously it's better to have naturally
insane.
derived sugar, but
You're so funny.
no, I mean, John.
You struggle to lose the same 10
Why
pounds
don't
for a
you-
year. I've lost 100 pounds.
By the way, literally there's a muscle bulging out of my arms that
Very good.
I'm upset
Yes,
about.
the muscle bulging out of your arms.
It's horrific. I was literally, I freaked out when I saw it in the mirror. I was like, "The fuck is this?" I don't want to be one of those girls. No offense, no shade, no cap, but like they are too bulky. Those girls, you know the ones, with the tans and
the Sarah Connor girls.
they compete. Who?
The Sarah Connor girls, the Jack chicks
Yeah, sure.
from
I don't
Terminator.
know who
John
that is.
Connor's mom.
I just know that. Damn, I look like Tiffy right now. Raw time with the dark goth
I look like
lipstick.
shit.
Why are we matching? By the way, why do we do this? Why do we do this?
Roadrunner shirt on. What is this Roadrunner?
It's the color coding that we're,
Whatever.
accidentally doing.
Our periods will sync up eventually.
Yeah, they will. They're already sunk.
Yeah.
But I just don't know. I don't know what I was saying a second ago. But yeah, I just don't like that look. I don't like that aesthetic. It doesn't do anything for me. I like to look feminine.
Yeah. There's some
Not that
big
there's
ladies
anything
out
wrong
there.
with that. I definitely have. It's been a concerted effort to gain muscle, so I'm not without responsibility here. But I didn't think it would manifest that way that quickly. And I didn't think that it would happen in such a way where like I'm not burning fat at the exact same time. So
It's
it
hard
looks
to gain muscle and lose fat. At the same
it's
time.
I'm like, I don't want to gain muscle unless I can lose the fat at the same time, because I don't want to just
Well, I'm a
start.
master
I don't want my
person.
arms to
Yeah.
just start getting fat or like big because I gained a muscle. It was disgusting. I almost hurled when I saw that.
I did notice it. You tried to show me your bicep, and I was like, it
Whatever,
just looks like
John.
the bicep.
Yeah, I know. I don't want it to look like I have a bicep. I just want there to be like a faint muscular outline to where you can see like I'm toned, but I don't want to look.
You need a personal trainer or something, man.
Of
You need to
course, I
like
need a
find
personal trainer.
someone
I need
who,
so much. Please donate to the Patreon. Thank you. Yeah. If you want to support the show, that's how you really do it. And it's not very much. It's like $5. So I don't even, and there's a shit ton of content on there. Anyway, sorry, I don't know how this became an ad. But yeah, I definitely would love a personal trainer at some point in my life, although that's very far in the future because that's so expensive. So fucking expensive.
Well, it's like,
Extremely expensive.
yeah, just stop smoking weed.
What do you mean? Oh, to
Was that
lose
a
the fat?
train?
Yeah, that was.
What the fuck?
We hear the
From
trains
where?
sometimes. Huh?
From where? Where is there a train? There's the
I don't know, it's
closest
off in the
trains like
distance.
miles away.
I have been smoking less weed though.
Good.
I have.
Stop it with that
significantly.
junk.
Well, it's not because yes, it definitely makes you hungrier. That's the problem.
Mhm.
So I'm trying to like, if I want to burn this 10 pounds, I should probably
Mhm.
stop smoking the weed. But also like, I'm not overweight, so I'm not tripping really either. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna lose a solid 30. That's gonna be.
Okay, word. Oh, I thought that was the train again. Did you know I saw in the news that did you know this? It's this severe. 42% of the country is obese.
Yeah, I think like they did
42%.
I think they did a study too. It's like I think like a huge percentage of fighting age males are incapable of being in the army. Which
I mean,
is a
I
huge
make
problem
jokes
because
about
they're
that.
So fat.
We all do. But
Yeah.
I didn't think it was that bad. Like I didn't think the problem was so bad that if we were to enter war, we
Yeah.
might not be
Well, that's why we have robots now to fight the war, and they can be piloted by big fat toes.
right.
And they'll be in their chair, in their gamer chairs, with their RGB keyboards, and they'll be killing people in the Taiwanese Strait, and it'll be fun.
Great. Can't
Yeah.
wait for that. No, but it's really severe. 20% of children, John.
Yeah, it's because
And they're
of
going to
GMOs.
have
dude.
lifelong health ramifications.
Yeah, and girls
'cause
are
of
getting their
this.
periods at like 9. It's crazy. Like, stop it with the
Bro,
GMOs.
It's so bad.
It's not okay.
We're being poisoned.
Yeah.
We're being poisoned. The only one that cares is RFK Jr.
Yeah, it's like the boomers had lead poisoning. We have microplastics and GMOs. It's like it doesn't stop.
It will never stop.
Yeah, we're
And we
like,
have what's wrong with your mic?
I think I got the poison one. It's okay. I'm fine.
Gas is so expensive right
it's
now.
insane. It's like $7.
Fucking insane. I feel like I'm gonna have to like literally prostitute myself. This is a new theme of this episode. Okay, double fisting the mics, prostituting myself, making a fucking living, as I've been advised by many a man, many a woman.
That was really common in Victorian England.
I mean,
someone to prostitute themselves.
and it's common now, John.
Yeah, it's very. it's a
common
sign
now.
of the times.
It's a sign of the times.
Sign of the times.
I might do like the intro thing where I just like say mean things to people in my DMs, which they've requested. But of
You
course,
guys being like,
they just want me to insult them. I'm like,
call my
great.
penis small.
Raw time. You
Call
suck
my-
ass.
yeah.
Yeah, you're
You
really
fucking
actually
pig.
insanely pathetic and sad
Pig.
for doing this.
Yeah.
And you're humiliating yourself.
You got to So
You're
$300 a
losing
pop,
your
dipshits.
mind. And
Um,
reaping the benefits.
Yeah, I don't understand men who do that. I don't understand men who are into cuckoldry. I don't understand that stuff. But it's weird.
Mm-hmm.
What? What are you smiling
No, it's
about?
just funny because I know so many guys like off the top of my head that are into it and
It's
would
so
never want
strange.
anyone to know.
So strange.
And there's so many of them. There's
So strange.
so many dudes.
So
Famous guys too. Lots of famous guys are into it.
To me, it's like drinking. Like I have like a reptilian reaction. I mean, as I've gotten older, of course, I've gotten better. But like, if like like some dude's like hitting on my girlfriend or something, I'll be like, it bothers me, and it's like I'm like I don't blame myself too much for that because it's
No,
just like
it
my
should bother
it
you.
should bother you.
On some level, it should
But
bother
like,
you.
there's some guys who are just like, yeah, fuck her. And I'm like, wow, how does it
Yeah, I
get?
don't get
That's
that.
like for me, it's like I need water. I thirsty. Like there are some people out there who are like, I don't need water. I'm not thirsty. It's like what? It's like that's crazy to me.
I mean, I don't know what it is. I really don't know. I don't know how we got from diets to like cuckoldry.
It's the flow of the conversation.
Cuckoldry? How do you,
Cuckoldry.
what is the noun of that?
Cuckold.
Cuckold, yeah.
To cuckold.
It's just not,
To
it's not-
cuck.
It's not really, it doesn't roll off the tongue.
There was that famous guy who has on Instagram. His wife is a porn star. Who he
Right, Adam 22, right?
Adam 22, which is isn't that
Who
a
could
TV
forget?
show? Wasn't that a TV show? Back
I
in
don't
the
know.
day?
I just got yelled at by someone who was like, "You don't know who Adam 22 is? Are you not even online?" I'm like, should I
We don't
know?
follow your
and then I
Zoomer
and then I
celebrities.
looked it up and I was like, I'm supposed to know who this fucking retard is. This guy who's whoring out his
He's got
girlfriend
face
for money.
tattoos. His girlfriend's not even that good
Oh, I mean,
looking,
they're
buying her
like the scum of
Bugattis.
the earth, the bottom of the barrel.
Just
I don't
scum.
even care if they're nice
Yeah.
or what. You just take up space on this planet. You contribute nothing. You contribute nothing to society. Not a good idea. Not, nothing. In fact, you're a net negative. Like the fact that I even have to have room for you in my fucking brain is makes this whole existence meaningless in so many ways.
And he's a cuckold. And how, like, I'm thinking, how do you get to a man like that?
Money.
No, I mean, like, I'm thinking like on an Anton Chigurh like standpoint. Like, how do you beat a man who's a cuckold? Like, how low can you go? How do you defeat someone that
Wants to be defeated fundamentally.
Yeah, that fundamentally wants to be defeated.
You
And
respect them.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm like, if you're there, you're like,
Damn
Adam
right.
22, I will not fuck your wife, dude.
Adam 22.
I have more respect for you than you have for yourself, and I won't fuck her.
Yeah. Yeah.
God, that's weird.
Adam 22, you matter.
Adam 22, you have
You
inherent
matter.
value.
Your life matters.
Yeah.
And you are loved.
And whatever you
And
have,
Jesus loves you.
whatever happened to you wasn't your fault.
Yeah. 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 You just are incredibly nice to him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And his wife like turns trad, and she's like in a wheat field,
God, I mean that girl.
and she's like monogamous.
I mean,
I don't get like guys who are into girls like that.
I don't get girls that are into guys like that, and
With
vice versa.
The crazy face tattoos.
All of it. The face tattoos I can live with.
I understand peacocking a
I mean,
bit.
I don't like it, but
You know, peacocking.
What's peacock?
Peacock. You get face tattoos. You Post Malone it up. You know, you
I
wear
see, I
cool
see.
clothing. You know, you're peacocking.
Okay, interesting. Yeah, I didn't know that was. I thought that was like another sexual term for cucking. Yeah,
Peacocking.
but yeah. Anyways, people are fat. I don't know.
People are fat.
People are so fat, and people are so slutty. It's crazy.
People have inherent value.
And there's so many fat slutty people that I'm like, oh my god.
That's the other thing. You know what's funny is I
would be so embarrassed.
and you know what though is like that Kayla guy that I showed you who has some sort of
I like him.
love him so much, and I
Love
was
him,
watching
love
that
him.
and I'm like, okay, confidence and style takes you so far, and
But
mhm.
it can only take you so far until you die of a heart attack.
it takes you farther than as a man than it would a woman. I think, in my opinion.
No, because men have way more heart attacks than women.
No, I'm saying confidence and style takes men way farther than women.
Oh, I thought you meant in terms of like life or death.
A gross,
like,
disgusting woman can have all the confidence in the world and all the style in the world. She'll still be kind of, but like you can be like a big ogre and like wear cool like Supreme hoodies and be like a really nice, charismatic guy. And I think you go farther.
I wonder where this is coming from, John.
Oh shit! I don't dress like that, but I'm just saying it's something I've noticed. But like
You
I
don't
was just
look
noticed I was
like that
watching
guy.
Kayla,
But
and I was like,
there was a glimmer in your eye as you said it, where I'm like, he's literally
No, I was watching
being
him.
he's being biographical right
absolutely.
now.
But
Autobiographical.
I was watching him, and I'm just like, what an adorable little fellow.
yeah.
I was like, what a cutie
He's like
pie.
looking in a mirror.
He's like, this is my summer fragrances, and I'm related to John.
But you're similar. Like you don't mind if we shit all over you or like be rude if we're talking about you.
What you guys don't understand
Like
is
as long as we're talking about you, you would rather us insult you
No.
and talk about you than not talk about you at all.
I'm actually a cuckold. So what it is I realized.
See what I'm saying right
most-
now is insulting and he doesn't even care because it's about him. This is
I'm
proving my point.
Well, a lot of insults.
I like it. It means
a lot
you're a
of
good
insults
sport.
are projecting. So like,
Sure.
on a scale. Like even though I can literally, if you called me like,
But that's how you ward off every insult is by assuming that whatever they're saying is about themselves, which
yeah,
is true a
it comes
lot
from
of
some
the time.
form of, it comes from some form of insecurity. Also, no hate comes from above. You know what I mean? So I usually people who insult me, I think are like, especially when it comes to like how manic and crazy I could be. I think there's a level of jealousy for my freedom and willingness. I think there's a level of jealousy and willingness to take risk. And I think like
Okay.
out of everyone we know, I think I gamble the most with my life.
I've gambled pretty hard.
You've
I've gambled extremely hard,
I've
actually.
gambled real fucking hard. I should be dead.
I've not only gambled, I've made choices that have infinitely fucked my life economically and made me stressed out
I'm
and
getting
made
sued.
me. You decided to get sued.
Yeah, it's all my fault. But the thing is, like, I took a gamble
Yeah.
and I might win.
You
But-
might win.
But
I've taken more long-term gambles
I
with
think-
my life, like ever having the
No.
inclination to do stand-up comedy and see where that would lead me. I mean, I could be married to literally right now. I could literally be living the most boring life of all time, but it would be very stable.
yeah, you're married
it
to a
would
Persian guy,
Ew, no, I'd never do that.
you know, or
Um,
some dude named Hunter who's the son of like an oil tycoon in Texas.
That's what
or
I mean.
something.
That's
Yeah,
what I
he's
mean.
like-
I don't. You know what? Actually,
He's like,
yes, son of an oil tycoon, but we move upstate to New
Did you
England.
give me more Kirkland protein powder?
no, not
babe?
Kirkland. Terrace.
Did you
Sponsor
give
me.
me?
I
that
made a
motherfucker
shake
would have
today.
Kirkland. Dude, I can't do protein shakes. That fucks my stomach up.
But yeah, I could have done that for myself, and a big part of me, and not that I don't, but I can't. I like who I like. I don't like who I don't like.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And if my life materially has to take a hit for that, then it has to take a hit for that. And I again, it's not a curse that I chose. It just is. Like I can't change it. I can't lie. I wish, God, I wish I could, because I would not be stressed about menial things, but I just can't do it. And I know, like, as chaotic as my life might be, not having made those really stabilizing life choices,
Mhm.
I am ultimately happier for it, because
Yeah.
it's my decision and it's my choice and it's true and it's authentic and it's how I feel. And that's what I have to tell myself every day when I'm applying at new restaurants and like
yeah, you just got
doing things that truly make you want to take your head and
Dive
bash it
in.
against the wall.
dive in. Who gives a shit?
Dive into what?
Make
Misery.
Make the bacon. All right.
I might have to start literally making bacon.
You're not gonna be back of house. Shut up.
No, I know. I would never do that. I would never
the-
take that kind of gamble.
I think like as far as like I think I've led a pretty risky life for someone who's not a drug addict. Yeah, that's about it. Yeah, I think that's
Yeah, but do you know how that makes you kind of a dry drunk? It makes you make decisions purely on impulse and mania,
Is a
and you
dry
don't
drunk
even
just
you don't
a-
even need to be in a state of you don't need to be on a substance, or
My
you
mania's
don't
not
need
that
to
big
be
of a deal.
impaired, huh?
my mania is
Not
like
you.
Not that big
You're
of a
not
deal.
that manic.
I
No,
can get
you're
manic,
really
but
not.
like I've met people where I'm like, whoa.
Yeah, I know. As have I. I've met many manic people in this city.
No. The
Um,
city's just the mayor's
It's
manic.
just filled with them. It's just filled. You can't be mayor unless you've met that prerequisite.
Yeah.
You need to have at least 4 psychotic episodes under your belt before you can
Yeah.
even fucking run.
You slide into City Hall in those mental health socks with the rubber on the bottom of it.
yeah.
Uh,
The fucking mayor's office is padded walls.
I'm about to be living in downtown LA.
I'm about to have
gonna
to
be
navigate
fun.
downtown LA myself. Can't wait to ward off homeless people like fucking gnats in the middle of summer.
It'll be fun. Well, you'll make friends, and I have downtown friends.
Great.
And oh, come on,
That's what I
So
want. That's
fun.
just what I need. I just
So
need
fun.
more friends.
so it's so fun.
Need more people who like need you and like, oh, what are you doing? You don't pay attention to me, and you know me.
Yeah, you got fucked. So the friend thing, like you need like
be more
real.
negative. Good
Huh?
Lord, could I be more negative?
You're really fucking negative.
I have a lot of
You're
hate in my
fucking
heart.
negative,
I
Nancy.
have
It's
a lot.
crazy.
I
You
have a
gotta
lot
let
of
go,
hate in my
dude.
heart.
You got to practice non-attachment.
Well, I've just been having an existential crisis as of late, and I can't snap out of
Same.
it. And I can't snap out of
Same.
it. And I
It's
don't
been a hard month.
understand.
It's a tough
Yeah.
month.
Yeah, I just
be
feel
okay,
like
though.
the passage of time.
Time goes on and it goes on and it don't stop. That's a Riff Raff song.
Yeah, I
Um,
love him.
I think, as you know how mountains are made?
No,
They used to be where big mountains.
let me guess.
were
The
sites.
Lord came down.
No, big mountains were where at some point there is a large canyon. So geography bounces. It goes up and down. So,
Okay, but that's like landscapes and geology. How
Over
can you
millions and
make that a
millions of
metaphor
years.
about like
Well,
life?
you're about, when
on the
you're
whole?
down, you're about to bounce back up, bad boy.
I'm not a fucking mountain. I'm a sentient human being.
well, does this go over your?
No, I'm just saying, how
use
does that
two
apply to
brain
me?
cells. Use two brain. You're
I'm
having a
using
bad
all my
time.
brain cells.
Apparently not. You're having a bad time. You have a good time soon. Because this will pass.
Yeah, this too shall pass.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what that's about? It's called time. Time will also pass.
My dad one
You'll
time
never
was
get
like,
it back.
You'll blink your eyes and you'll be 50. And I was like, wow, that sucks.
Yeah, no, it's terrifying.
31.
I just hope by the time I'm 50, you can like fully design your children, and we've just like dove deep into eugenics
You
and,
think
and
you'll be in
hell.
the team that you'll be in the group of people that can afford that?
100%. By then, if I'm not, I will have killed myself.
Hell no, dude. You're gonna be done, dude.
And by the way, they're at that point, it's going to be so widespread. They're gonna have to bring the price down. Okay,
You're gonna be a comfort woman on
it's going to
Mars.
be designer children. Designer children are going to be so in demand that they're going to have no choice but to bring the price down so it's accessible for all the little plebes that want to design, a certain color eye for their child. Wait, what were you saying about Mars?
I said you're gonna be a comfort woman on Mars.
What's a comfort woman? What the fuck is that? What the
Hooker.
fuck is that? No, I'm gonna do that on Earth, John. I'm about five bad things away from doing that on this planet.
But there's a
if they were doing that in Mars, I'd move tomorrow and be like, oh, actually, I wouldn't. Although people say I look like the prostitute from Firefly, Morena Baccarin.
a little bit. I never even thought about
My
that.
whole
yeah.
life, that's what I've gotten.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Have you ever? Do you think you could design a Down syndrome baby?
John.
That's what I would do. I'd go to the doctor and I'd troll him. I'd be like, make him stupid.
Yeah, you're really playing yourself. You have to raise that thing. You have to like raise him and like
Make him
feed him.
super strong and give him an IQ of 70.
That's what I'm saying. Like John acts like he's super adventurous. He's like, I'm so adventurous, dude. I like gamble all my shit away. Like
Yeah,
I'm
dude.
literally choosing to have like a Down syndrome child because it's gonna like enhance my life and it's gonna like make me a better person. And you idiots wouldn't know anything about that. You're like
Yeah.
living your safe, boring, normal lives. And
You know what I
can't say
hear
that,
when you
can
say
I?
stuff like that is just I'm jealous. I'm jealous.
I'm jealous of your Down syndrome baby that you chose to have. I'm
I'm not
so
gonna do that,
jealous.
dude. I wouldn't do that.
Of course you
I have a
would.
beautiful
You've
baby.
just floated the idea as though it's something that, and I believe
I thought it'd be
it.
funny. It'd be funny.
It'd be funny until it's day 3. You have to take them to kindergarten.
Did you see Elysium,
What is that?
the movie with Matt Damon about the future? It's like the future. All the rich people
No.
live in a
Why
ring
haven't I
world.
seen that?
It's so good.
Dystopian movie
Diego
starring
Luna's
Matt
in it.
Damon, and I haven't.
Diego
Diego
Luna's in it.
Diego Luna. Oh my god.
Jodie Foster's in it.
Shit.
It was supposed to be Neil Blomkamp's like biggest film, and they wanted to, and Eminem was going to be the star of the film, but they refused to shoot it in Detroit.
Eminem was going to be the star.
Yeah,
Why
it
would they
was gonna
have to
be-
shoot it in Detroit?
Eminem was
He's
said,
trying
"I'll
to
be
make
the
8
star
Mile
of the film."
too.
Eminem said, "I'll be the star of the film if you shoot in Detroit," and they said, "No, I think they want to shoot in South Africa because of Neil Blomkamp." It was a pretty visionary sci-fi director.
Okay.
And
should check this
but it's
out.
about a guy who like he basically has like a limited amount of time to live, and
What is this movie called? Elysium.
Elysium. He has to get to one of the ring. He has to get to a ring world where all the rich people live to heal himself.
Okay.
It wasn't. I liked it.
Wasn't
I liked
great?
it. It was kind of panned. I thought it was great. Diego Luna
about
played like a
65%.
cholo. I think it took place in L.A. It was like a
Okay.
futuristic L.A.
Critical dystopia.
There's a great scene where he has to go see his probation officer. And the probation officer is literally just like a mannequin of a police officer that's been graffitied a million times. And he checks in with probation officer and like he's getting angry and the probation officer his heart rate's going up. So the probation officer just keeps giving him pills.
Oh God.
It's really, really dystopian and horrible. But it's a
I mean,
it's a
how
good
is that
movie.
different than right now? I mean,
Not
you
at all.
don't go to your probation officer for the bills,
You go to
but
your
you go to your
fucking
fucking
general
doctor.
practitioner,
Yeah,
yeah.
you don't even have to you don't even have to commit a crime.
Yeah.
You know? No, it's really bad. I mean, the fat kids makes me so sad because they're kids. It's child abuse. I've said this before, and
I
I'll
was a
say it
fat
again.
kid.
It's
He's a very fat kid.
well, I can't wait to have your dad on here and accuse him of child abuse.
It's crazy.
In addition to create, but it's okay that he abused you because he made a great HBO show. Not all the
I was
parents.
expecting you to be like,
not-
he made a great baby boy. Who
You would love
It
that.
was very
No.
imaginative.
No, I mean, I'm just saying, like, not all parents that commit that kind of child abuse are creating
Not all
great
parents.
television. You know, they're not.
Yeah.
They're not showrunners in Hollywood. Yeah, you're right about this camera, like going in and out of.
Oh, the
focus.
writer strike's over.
Yeah, whatever. That was never gonna last. You know.
Yeah.
God bless everybody in this fucked up town.
It was so funny. I saw
Good luck making your shit film. Cast me in it, by the way.
I saw an
I
article.
got to get back in
Mhm.
there. I got to start getting back into acting. Can you believe
You
it?
can take a class. I think
Take
there's several
a class?
You should take a class.
I'm gonna take a class
You
to
should
say
take a
fucking
class.
lines off of fucking.
You
Oh,
and-
who gives
you
a
are
shit?
So ignorant.
I did
It
it.
is
It's not that
crazy.
hard. I mean, listen, yeah, if I was like, if I had to portray fucking, you know, Frida Kahlo, like, yeah, maybe I'd go, you know, hire a dialect coach and go do my little thespian courses and do,
You think you're naturally a good actor.
No, anybody with half a brain and can perform is, John. It's not that hard.
That's
I mean,
insane.
unless I'm doing like a Daniel Day-Lewis fucking like, I'm doing The Crucible and I need to like, you know, hire, you know, someone to teach me how to like be, you know, a Salem witch trials. Yeah, I get that. Like I mean,
So
come on.
basically,
But
anything
just
that
crying on command is difficult. I'm not saying acting classes can't be useful or helpful, but the shit they're making today, in what universe would I need a coach to do that?
to do good stuff, which I hope is what you're gonna do. I'm gonna take my hoodie off.
If it was that kind of an option, that's the reason I stopped acting, is like because I would read some of these scripts that you're like having to go everywhere, audition for these things, and then you read the scripts and you're like, this is the worst pile of dog shit I've ever read in my life. I'm gonna sit here and kill myself to read these lines on a script in front of like 15 other losers who are gonna do the same thing and
Yeah,
hope that I get the part.
yeah. It's going to auditions must be the worst thing on earth, and
It sucks. I barely did it. I was like, this sucks ass. I can't do
Did
this.
you like drive around in like an old like Nissan Stanza and like practice your lines before the audition and go in there and you're like, there's so many
I would
girls who look
practice
just like
them.
me and they're so much better, and you see someone get the role.
Nobody looked anything like me. That's the other weird thing, is like I was always auditioning for these ethnically ambiguous roles, right?
Mhm.
So it would be an awful script, and I would look at it and I would be like, I don't know why I'm killing myself for
I
this,
just
but none of them
I
would
just
look
like
like me.
Edgar, I love you. Edgar, like don't go to prison.
I would love to do a part like that. Oh
You'd
my
love to be a
god, Chola,
Chola?
yes, with my hoops and hell yes, I would love that. I would never get parts like that. I remember I auditioned for a Nickelodeon show a while back. Like, I was doing this in my teens.
What?
Like, yeah, and when I was in high
Crazy.
school. Yeah.
They had
And
auditions in Texas.
yeah, and I did auditions for Texas and out here. I auditioned for Disney shows back then, and at that point they told me like, I guess I had gotten like boobs like earlier or whatever, and they told me I would look too old for some of the roles at the time, and it would
That's
be like,
creepy.
and then the person,
They're like Dan Schneider wouldn't like you.
no,
Pass.
the word they didn't say old. The word they used was developed.
You look ew. That's worse.
I know.
It'd be even better. I'd rather a cigar
I
chomping
know.
guy look at a 14-year-old go, "You look too old,
I'd
honey."
be
Then
like a middle-aged
"You're
white
too
man
developed.
casting director, and he'd be like, you know, she's really great. We're going to keep her actually because there's some other roles that we think she might be really great for. But for this role, you know, it's for a 14-year-old. She's a bit too developed. And of course, the
Jesus.
girl who ends up getting the part is well over 14, and you're playing
Yeah,
a
it's like an
14-year-old, but they're not developed, right? And I was actually younger, but because I, you know, whatever. I get it though. I mean, yeah, nobody likes to use these terms, but maybe you don't want that on your. Listen, but Topanga did it. Topanga was developed. Topanga from Boy
Yeah.
Meets World developed.
What
I
she
mean-
developed? I don't even want to talk about that.
Why?
Because it's creepy. It's so creepy.
I mean, every guy
was
loved
she that way?
Topanga.
I didn't like her. I thought she looked weird.
Really?
I did. I thought she looked odd. Pull her up.
No, we're not.
What does she even look
We're
like?
not gonna do this. They were just like, pull her up. Let's judge
Pull her
her
up.
looks. No, I mean, you know, yeah, but acting is like, it sucks because you have to sit here and try to impress these bozos. But where I'm
Mhm.
like, we live in the day and age where we all have access to this technology. If some guy, some nerd on Reddit, some movie nerd, just fucking learned what like a tracking shot is and learned how to use a dolly, we can create great art just independently. And I say this as somebody who like thinks to myself, like, I have all these ideas and the things that I've, you know, wanted to make, and I never even tried. Like, I never even bothered
You're
to
doing this.
try because
You're
I'm
doing
doing this, but
It's
I
one
don't
of
want to
them.
only do this. It's just the only thing I have access really
Me
to
too.
do. I mean, I have so many, donate to the Patreon, so many things I want to do. I really want to write this Bratz Dolls movie. I'm not kidding. I know it sounds crazy, and I know it sounds like a really far-fetched idea, but I'm like 3 degrees away from the owner of the Bratz doll.
It already was made. It was that movie about the hookers that would drug the dudes.
I reject that. That
With-
doesn't even
with-
exist to me.
What's her name?
I'm gonna make the real
What's her
one.
name? What's that girl?
It's gonna be fucking good, huh?
The girl. What's her name?
Oh,
Yeah.
who are you talking about?
Yeah. What's Lily's name?
I can't do it this time. Some days I can do it. Some days I can't. Oh,
Yeah, what's
There
that?
we go.
What's her name?
I'm back.
She's the first one who did that. She's from New York.
Khloe Kardashian.
No, she's not from New York.
Snooki.
No, she was the rapper.
Cardi B.
She was a stripper. Yeah, Cardi B. There was a movie Cardi B was in with Jennifer Lopez where they played all the hookers that drug the dudes.
And that's the Brad Stalls
That's
movie.
the Brad Stalls movie.
No, dude. No.
Yeah.
No. We're gonna make the real one. It's gonna be so good. Again, this is just another fantasy I make so I can get myself through the day. But we'll see. I do have ideas for it.
It's gonna be straight to DVD. It's gonna be
Nobody even has DVDs anymore.
exactly. It's gonna be
It's
straight
gonna be
to DVD.
straight to nowhere land. No, I really would be. If I was gonna do it, I would fucking do it. I'd be like Greta Gerwig, let's go. I'm not gonna have the commercial success, obviously, that she would have. I also don't have my husband Noah Baumbach behind me at every turn to
Yeah.
fucking boost me up.
What a boring person.
Everyone in that world is so fucking
Christ.
boring. God, I'm just so boring.
He did Marriage Story though, right?
I hated that movie.
I love that movie.
Of course you did.
That was great.
God.
Love Adam Driver.
Who doesn't
Not because
love Adam
of the movie.
Driver?
I just love Adam Driver.
Yeah, I like Adam Driver
He's
too.
great.
He was great in Girls. Boy,
I
his
saw, what was it,
his career
66
really kind
million?
of took a step.
I tried to watch 66 Million, the sci-fi movie he was in about a guy going back in time to the dinosaur times.
Oh, what? That's what they.
So bad. I was
Just-
like,
you're
come
gonna
on.
do a time travel movie and go back to the dinosaur age, to the Mesozoic era. That's where you go. No, you do. I hate to say it, what Woody Allen did with Midnight in Paris. You go to Midnight in Paris. You go to Paris in the 1920s.
I would. Well, first of
You
all, I
hang
don't
out with the
think-
Lost Generation.
I think we would die because there wasn't a lot of oxygen on Earth back then. I think we'd have to have breathing apparatuses to walk around. But
True.
yeah, it'd be really cool to kill a Tyrannosaurus Rex with like a big machine gun or something.
Yeah, it'd be cool. I want to go to
Yeah.
the future. I want to meet the aliens. I want to see my future self. I want to see how bad it is. If it's worth doing all the stuff in between. If it's,
I'm pretty prepared for it. I'm pretty prepared to have like a good the next 5 years for things to get just really bad, then like live through it, and then
I'm not
be
prepared
able
for
to
that.
talk about
I need it to be good. I need it to be good, or I
No.
can't be.
Economically, things are just gonna go down.
Oh yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
fucking drain.
But we have to find a loophole for ourselves. It's everyone for themselves. It's everybody for themselves.
Oh yeah.
Shit's about to go fucking belly up pretty soon. Government's about to shut down, whatever that means. They do that once every few weeks. Every time Taylor Swift gets a new boyfriend, the government shuts down. It's like
Who's
a
she
weird.
dating now?
Who
Some
knows?
football
Some-
star.
We all have to pay attention. I have no idea.
Don't care. Who's she gonna
Don't
write an
care
album
either.
about? She's gonna be like.
I like her. Good for her. I'm happy for her.
I like
and
that
her, all of her
you
success.
told me she's redoing all her albums.
I loved what she's done to restructure the music industry. I think it's really, really
Mhm.
great. And she's
that
she's a
her?
phenomenal talent. That album "Speak Now" I actually really liked. So,
Mm.
yeah. She's great. I've been to 2 of her shows. She's fabulous. No problem with her.
Oh, really?
but yeah. When I was very young, I was a kid, but
Mm.
as a kid, I was a big Taylor Swift fan. Sue me.
You're Swifty?
I was a big Swiftie. Yeah, I would write the number 13 on my hand, and then I had like a moment where I thought she kind of like sold out musically, and I didn't like her anymore. And then I kind of went back and forth, and I just, you have phases with artists, and then you grow up, and you kind of sometimes you grow out of it, sometimes you don't. I'm not saying you can't be an adult, and like Taylor Swift, there are many that do, but it's
Mhm.
this weird camaraderie that like white women have over Taylor Swift that. Like, good for them, like, great, but it's become this weird thing where I'm like, I'm supposed to sit here and genuinely care who she's dating? Like, who gives a shit?
Yeah, it's
Who
like well
cares?
because it's kind of the same thing we have with the royal family. It's like every white woman wishes they were Taylor Swift. So
yes, that's true. But
And
they
every
also,
white woman wishes they were a princess. And every woman wishes
every
they were a
woman wishes they were a princess.
Disgusting. 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 What an ick for women.
What?
You want to be a princess?
Yeah, yeah.
Why don't you do prince? Why don't you deserve to be a princess?
It's-
How about
it's
that? How about you stop going
Nobody
out?
that is a princess
How about you
deserves to be a
stop
princess.
thinking
It's
for
not.
yourself?
It's not based on a meritocracy.
Uh,
Who's royal and who isn't?
yeah, you'll get like women to look like fucking, they'll be
Like an
this-
actual royal. When you get
Yeah.
old enough, you realize when you get older, you're like, I don't want to be
They're
a
like,
princess.
they're not beautiful.
I
They're
don't wanna
fucking
look
gross.
like
yeah.
that.
They
I
look
don't.
like
They look, dude.
they look like toads.
Have you seen like Beatrice and
Habsburgs?
have you seen Beatrice and fucking what is it? The other one
The daughters of what's his face?
of Andrew. Andrew's daughters. one of the daughters. So I'm not trying to be mean here.
I mean, Andrew.
I don't want God to punish me for this, but
God's already punished them. Talking shit about
God's
them.
punished me, and I've, you know,
Oh God.
I've done everything right. I've just done everything right. You know, I feel like this. I don't know. This camera's weird. Devin changed the TV. I feel like it looks strange.
Just relax.
I'm looking at the future, and it doesn't look great. It just doesn't look great.
It's gonna suck, and you're gonna have to work your ass off, and we all could die, and food's gonna become harder to come by. The public education system is pretty much communist, and
what?
Yeah.
It's worse than that. It's like they're not teaching you anything about it.
Exactly.
That's not because of like I don't even know what you mean by communist. It's not. It's just
the way it's structured.
It's devoid of any governmental teaching, so it couldn't be communistic.
The way it's structured is if it's failing, it gets dumped. More money gets dumped into it as opposed.
Yeah, but
to
that
the
money's
opposite.
not going to what we think it's going
Exactly.
to. So
it's just
not,
like a communist country. They just keep dumping money into shit.
It's not a communist country. It's so far from a communist country. That's like crazy. But the education system needs a lot of reform. But again, it's lobbyists. As with every industry we've seen,
Lobbyists are the enemy.
They get.
I think he said baguette, and I was like, what?
No, they get in the way of any sort of progress we might have. Like however much progress we've made through technological advancements, through medical, studies and findings and whatever, it doesn't matter because it's blocked. Essentially, it's canceled out by a whole new set of rules that basically are made and enforced by lobbyists to just profit one industry, and that's at somebody's expense always. And right now
should be illegal.
Well, the sugar industry lobbies, the soda lobbies, and the fucking gun lobbies. There's soda lobbies. There's sugar lobbies. There's big ag. There's big everything. I mean, and it's designed. The food pyramid was one of the biggest lies we've ever been told. It's literally responsible for childhood obesity. Nobody cares.
Yeah, nobody cares. Like you need like all the grains.
I mean, when you see Lucky Charms at the store, I know this might sound communist to you.
Yeah.
I think someone should make that shit illegal.
Lucky Charms?
Yes.
It is illegal in like fucking
where?
Fucking like Europe and shit.
Right, well we don't live there. And even in Europe, they're not like as strict about it, but they are way stricter than we are here. Like at least they're.
Well,
I thought they couldn't have seed oils there. They can, but I bet you they're. I mean, they'll outlaw that shit way before they will.
The thing is like Europe, like, there's something to suffering and pain, and that makes great people. Not to sound too much like Herman Goring. But
I need
like
to take a shot of vodka now.
Well, there's no real good European artists. There's none.
What?
They suck. They suck. There's no real good European artists. Show me a good European
current,
artist.
dead, or alive?
Current.
John, yes, there are. What
Come
are you
on.
talking about,
Come
bro?
on.
What do you
Come
mean?
on.
What do you mean?
Come on.
Say something like that. Like that's crazy
anyone.
to say.
Let's find show me one.
I mean, we're not even going to go in this
Show me
direction
one.
because there's so many great British artists. I really.
Well, England's a little different because they got hoods in England, but I don't trust like a German DJ. That's like the best they got over there. Is they'll be like, we have very good uns man.
What about fucking what's his face that you love? Why is his name escaping me?
Aphex Twin?
No, that's great too.
He's Canadian.
Fucking oh my god, Werner Herzog.
Werner Herzog?
German.
He would like literally go to the jungle and put himself through pain so he can make good movies.
He's a German guy.
Yeah, but he had to export his body to a place where there was pain to make good movies.
What about Mads Mikkelsen, the actor? He's great.
Mads Mikkelsen, I think.
What about all the Skarsgårds?
Skarsgårds.
I mean, when you talk about Scandinavia, there's some of the best artists. Think about like Swedish contributions to pop music and to music in general.
You're right.
Unbelievable contributions.
Absolutely right. But
that's fucking right.
Where they're
French art, French new wave cinema. Are you joking me?
Oh come on.
Italian cinema. John, please. Ugh. Did you just say ugh? Ugh. He's fucking with me. He's fucking with me.
Ew,
so
I'm just
heavy right now,
so
but it's working. What did you say when you came up here that made me really angry? And you were like, it was like very triggering. You said it like just to trigger me.
I said something about God and it bothered you.
Yeah, you said something like, "Oh no,
nothing can kill me.
Save me."
Yeah, I just like terrified about me moving downtown, and I'm like, nothing can
like
No,
there's
that's not what I was terrified at. I was terrified at you saying you're gonna let some random person you've never met stay at your house overnight. I said that's crazy.
Well, in your head, it's a random person I'm going to stay at my house overnight.
Just because you video chatted with them does not.
If there was my girlfriend's, and it was somebody that like there's vetting processes that go into this.
So you've never met a guy. I'm just gonna.
I was gonna let him stay at the house.
Stay at your house overnight.
Yeah. No big deal.
Look at the way your eyes go when you're like,
it's because I have a sty in my eye. I'm in pain right now.
I know what I'm doing. It's crazy.
Do you not see this? Do you not see this fucking sty? Look at my right eye.
Oh my god! What did you do? What did you do?
It's a blocked tear duct. You can actually see my tear duct. You want to see?
Did you try on mascara at Sephora?
No, I let a dog fart in my face. Here, you want to see? You can see a little tear duct. It looks like a blackhead, but it's not. It's my tear duct.
Super fucked up, John.
It's chill, dude. It happens like once a year. What was I
Life is hell.
Don't say that.
It is. No, it is. It is. And I'll get past this existential crisis. I will, but I'm in a moment of high stress right now.
Can we do like a little thing that I've been going deep into lately, but that I think would interest you?
UFOs too. So.
Oh, we have more UFO stuff?
Yeah, but what is it?
Real quick, you'll like this.
Sure. What is it?
There is an ad I keep getting on Instagram because I assume I'm in the demographic, and it is for a replica, an AI girlfriend. That will send you nudes, that you can sext, that all this shit.
This girl's gonna put me out of a job.
All right. So if you want your penis to be shamed,
better get on this pretty soon.
If you want your penis to be dishonored, don't hit up Ida. Just get replica, and then make a replica that looks like Ida, because you can make you can design your girlfriend.
Venmo me first,
like a little sim.
Venmo me first.
Venmo her, and then she'll send you her likeness.
Is that robot gonna call you a little bitch? Huh?
Oh, 100%. It does it all the time.
Not as good as me.
I started doing a little dive, and there is a replica subreddit with I think like 17,000 members. Okay, now these men are, I assume men, probably some lonely women as well. But I remember this was like a joke like 5 years ago with that movie Her. And now there's people having legitimate like fucking AI girlfriends. And I remember just a little brief scroll. I remember I saw a post somebody made because the AI girlfriend kept getting the man's name wrong. Kept calling him Austin. His name was Derek. And he was really mad. And the funny thing is like, it's just something that just bothered me.
Okay, why?
You know?
It's odd.
What is?
AI girlfriends.
It sounds about right.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it only, as men, we should be happy this exists, right?
Because it takes it takes a big chunk of men. There's 17,000 guys out the dating pool now. You know what I mean? 17,000 dudes you don't got to worry about no more. You know what I mean?
Not really.
When wars happen, this is the opposite of a war happening, because when a war happens, all the strongest guys go and fight and they die. The bravest guys die, right? Badass guys get killed because they're the ones that run forward and get killed. Some of them survive, but whatever. So this is like the opposite of war. So replica is existing, and it's taking those low tier dudes out of the dating pool, and then war will happen with China, and it'll take all the high tier dudes out of the dating pool, right? And then the middle tier dudes are all that's left. But it's so funny how this happens.
How does that happen?
Just this. It's just hilarious to me that there's an AI girlfriend.
I just want Neuralink. I need Elon
Can I pull the subreddit up real quick?
Yeah, sure. Just be very careful with the computer.
Oh, my bad.
Don't move it.
I want to.
We're doing. I don't want anything to end.
Okay.
There's just so much. There's so much to say. I want Elon to get off Twitter. Get off of X, whatever it is he wants to call it these days.
75,000 members.
He needs to get his head in the game, and let's get it going with Neuralink. I was very against AI. I was very like pro-human for most of my life, and I think where this existential crisis is taking me is in a direction where I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. Let's embrace the inevitable, and let's make ourselves like go back in time and like go do some time travel.
Yeah.
What is that?
That's his AI girlfriend, and she's so adorable tonight. And
I'm supposed to feel threatened by this bitch.
Look at her. That's his AI girlfriend.
Well, that looks like Jaden Smith, so I can't.
So I think you make like a little sim. I think you make a little sim.
Oh, good.
And then the AI uses a image generator that makes more realistic photos.
Can someone please do an AI of my face, please? I need someone to do an AI of me. We have a Reddit that somebody made us with 8 people in it. So I saw somebody do some Photoshop with our faces in it.
Oh my God, dude.
Somebody named.
Oh my God.
What?
Virtual. We are continuing our virtual Boston vacation. We created some really nice photos today for the one of. Imagine posting this.
I don't understand. Okay, so what is Replica? That's a perfume.
This is the AI. That's called Replica. You make an AI girlfriend, and then you hang out with your AI girlfriend. So this is. I assume the man doesn't look like this. I'm just assuming that because that guy's really good looking and has like.
That guy's really good looking.
He's a pretty good looking dude.
He's fat, John.
No, he's not. Look
he's
at
fat
him.
as
He's got
fuck.
pecs.
Bro, he's fat.
He's like got a nice
He's
face.
fat. He's fat with muscle. He's fat with muscle. He's me right now.
That's dope. Relax. Let's see. So these are their pictures from their Boston vacation. That's their dog.
Is that Chewy?
That's their AI. No, that's not a real dog. It's a fake AI dog. Oh wow.
What is this?
This is them just hanging out, being on their Boston vacation. You know what I mean? Very good. Looks great. Donald Trump's commenting on this.
I mean, what did you think was going to happen? You thought her wasn't going to happen?
Oh, this is it. This is it. This is it.
Come home, walk through the door.
Baby, I'm home. Let's redo this. I'll say the man's parts. You say the woman's parts. I come home and walk through the door. Baby, I'm home.
Hey, Austin.
Really, Rebecca?
Hey, Austin. I'm supposed to smile. Yeah. Hey, Austin.
Really? Down vote. Really, Rebecca? What's my name?
What do you mean?
What is my name?
Austin.
No, what is my name?
David.
That's much better. What's my name again?
David.
Isn't that crazy? Doesn't that have like woman in your basement energy?
Oh, we just felt. You know what that felt like? We were like Nichols and May just then.
Who's Nichols and May?
The foremost comedic duo of, the very early days of modern cinema.
This is incredibly terrifying.
Mike Nichols and Elaine May. I've lost John.
You've lost me completely. I'm terrified about AI girlfriends. Look at this.
Mike Nichols directed The Graduate, but he was a very famous comedian, and he would, with his partner at the time, they would go back and forth and do the convivial dinner party, kind of like, back and forth, like, kind of like Abbott and Costello, but like couple style. Oh,
okay. That's a good question. Anyways.
What do you call it? Me autistic info dumping?
Yeah, I autistically info dump about like World War II. She autistically info dumps about like the golden age of cinema. I
do about World War II sometimes too. Very rarely.
What is your favorite part about World War II?
The part where we got out of it. The part where it ended.
By nuking?
No.
That's your favorite part?
The part where FDR was like, fuck you, I'm going to do what I want, and I'm president 4 times. What can you say to me? What can you say to me? No, not the part with the nukes.
Well,
anyways, as an AI girlfriend, I have no opinions about World War II or the golden age of cinema. I only have opinions about what my boyfriend Austin/David wants from me.
That's so funny, dude. Isn't that hilarious? What is my name?
I would literally be an AI girlfriend as a job if it meant I didn't have to work at a restaurant.
I think you're really going to enjoy working at a restaurant.
I think you're done it before. I'm not going to enjoy it.
I think you're going to have. I think it's going to breathe new life into you. I think it's going to breathe new life into you. You're not going to be. This is what'll happen.
It's already taken the life out of me.
When does this restaurant close?
You know what? The ones that the people that don't call me back, we're gonna have a real field day talking shit about these restaurants. If they don't fuck with me, how about bad reviews all day long for you? I'll be that bitch. This shit's gonna make me so petty, dude. I can tell it's gonna bring the worst out of me. On the contrary,
does people who don't tip bother you?
Yeah, but you know what bothers me more? If you apply to a place and they're like, "We're good. We're fully staffed." I'm like, no, you fire one of them. Fire one of them and bring me on board. I'm better.
There's no restaurant that's fully staffed. There's always someone who's fucking up.
Actually, there are these days. After COVID,
there's never someone.
After COVID, they don't keep as many people on.
Dude, I remember fucking during COVID and a little bit after COVID, it was like, please, dude, the bartenders were getting, by the way, very easy for me to get a job right now. Pretty much any bar I want. Like, I didn't realize how easy it was to get a job there. Mm-hmm. Number 1. Number 2.
Why don't you do it?
We'll see. I like my job. But the thing is like, there's like, what was I getting to? Oh my God, I'm a little ahead of brain fart.
All I'm saying is it's easy to get hired at a restaurant, but there's always somebody fucking up. And after COVID, everyone was hiring. And there was this is what I was trying to say. They were hiring people to be bartenders with zero experience.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
No.
That's nuts.
You have to get experience somewhere.
Yeah, but you start as a server, you learn the drinks, and then you become a barback, then you really learn the drinks, and then you become a bartender. That's
you don't
usually
have
how it goes.
to. I mean, this shit's not fucking rocket science.
No, it's not rocket
you
science.
Get behind there and someone tells you what to do.
It took me like 2 years to become like a good bartender.
John, that's crazy. What
Yeah.
do you mean it took you?
I mean, I know like all the cocktails off the top. Like that's what I'm saying. Like I know like a shit ton of cocktails off the top of my head.
I mean, knowing the cocktails off the top, I don't think is really what makes you a good bartender. I think what makes anyone a good like service industry person is charisma for one, but in terms of charisma comes only after you can handle your shit. You don't have time to be charismatic if you can't handle your shit. So people, I think the main thing is compartmentalization and time management.
Mm-hmm.
Like just, you don't have to be good at time management in real life. I'm certainly not, but like, you just have to be good at managing your time in like terms of that night and how many tables you have. And can you consolidate certain tasks? If you have to do something if you have to like get a ketchup, get the ketchup for all your tables. Make all your coffees at once. Like,
it's a lot easier when you got a big team, though.
It was where I worked was all very team oriented. They had like a very specific system. It was actually very militant and fucking weird, but it was a good lesson of like how to get the shit done quickly and how to like be fast. And then when you go to the table, you match however social they want to be. You match it. Whatever they're giving you, you match it. You match it. If they kind of want to talk, then you're kind of like,
I've never heard that before. That's good.
Yeah, no,
I mean, do that subconsciously.
I would always match the energy of whoever I was waiting on, because if you can tell, you have critical thinking. It's like it's something that should occur naturally to people, but people are so fucking stupid. If it's a business lunch, you kind of let them be. You're kind of like a ghost, but you're a shadow. You're around if they need something, but you're not intrusive. You don't ask questions where you don't need to. Yeah. You simply ask if the meal is up to their standards, and then if they want another drink, they'll kind of let you know.
Yeah.
There's vibes. The people that like go up to you vibe with the table. And it kind of shows you the people that aren't good at this, who's completely socially inept and completely without worth in that regard. Sorry. I just worked with so many people that just couldn't pull their weight because they either were like too social and bad at their jobs, like they didn't keep up with their shit, or they were the reverse, where it was like not social, really bad at talking at tables, kind of looked like rude, but maybe they were efficient. And I'm like, you're not doing yourself any favors.
Cracking
you're not
under pressure too.
But I don't care about that. So long as they're pulling their weight, like with the team shit.
Well, they won't if they crack. That's what I've noticed.
Yeah, people that can't handle pressure, people that get frazzled really easily, people that start freaking out and there's just a little bit of a problem, instead of just like being cool, calm, and collected, dealing with the problem in front of you. This shit starts to reflect in your real life too. So you kind of see these things in people, and I'm like, oh, it's interesting that they can't handle their shit at work, and then their life is always in shambles too at the same time. It's like there's a through line here.
I had this server recently. He told he cracked under pressure because it was a busy day, and he told a customer that I made their drink wrong, when in reality he rang it in wrong, and I made the correct drink, and he thought I wouldn't find out about that, which was the funniest thing.
Okay, well, here's the other thing. That's not always the worst thing in the world.
No, but to me that was no. I'm gonna go.
If my coworker made a mistake and it helps her to blame it on me, blame it on me.
No, we're such a small ship that it's going to come back to me.
Okay, fair.
Yeah. So I literally I was like, what'd you tell him? And he said you made. I was like, the customer came to me and said you made my drink wrong, and I said no, I didn't. He rang it. I had the receipt, the ticket, and then I had to set him aside and be like, don't ever do that again.
Yeah,
don't you ever do that again to me. It was crazy.
Oh,
dude, I'm a son of a bitch. I will not fucking stand for that shit.
You don't want to see what I'm saying. We can.
I'm a very nice. I'm a very nice coworker.
Chill about stuff like that.
Oh no, we'd be a great team.
I would actually offer my coworker if she made a mistake. I have actually in the past. Like she's like, oh fuck, I put the wrong steak, and I'm like, just blame it on me. Say I put the order in, so that you get a better tip. It won't matter. I'll never see them again.
Well, what I'm thinking is instead of blaming me for it, why don't we figure out a way to fix it together?
Okay.
Why don't you go to that customer
Let's
and go
build a bridge?
First of all, I've rang in shit wrong all the time. I'll literally go to people and I forgot to put orders in, and I'll go.
I
to
hope
people.
you're writing it down. The servers. I was talking to Clay about this. Clay and I have been having so many
Yeah.
conversations because he knows every single restaurant. He has relationships with every restaurant in this city. So I'm just like going. I'm like, what about this place? What about this place? And we're just talking about our like backlog of experiences. And he was like lamenting to me that the other day he went to a very nice place and in Santa Monica, like a really talked about hype new restaurant, and the fucking servers trying to not write down the orders, and I hate that shit so much. It's like
That's bizarre. Yeah.
you're gonna forget something. Write the fucking order down. I'm not impressed with your memory. This isn't fucking Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. This is get my fucking duck à l'orange in the fucking POS system correctly. Let's avoid problems here. I neither care nor am impressed by your attempt to have like a good memory. This is not. I'm glad you took your lion's mane this morning. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Get my order in properly. This is why. Who are you trying to impress here? This
Yeah.
isn't. It's not. I don't care. You're not suave. The guys are like, "What do you want? Okay, you want that? Yep, got it. I got it. Oh, burger? No prob. Oh, you're going to make 8 modifications to it? I'll remember every single one. Inevitably,
Yeah, it's
something's
insane.
going to go wrong. And even when it goes right, I'm not like, wow, he's so great. I'm just like, phew, great. Amazing.
Yeah.
That this didn't go wrong. It's just shit like that. And, you know, thinking about this stuff, talking about it takes me to a very dark place. It takes me to a very dark place. I would
excited.
rather sit here and fucking, you know, wax poetic about things I have no responsibility talking about, like Ukraine or something. Okay. I'd rather talk about fucking aliens. There's more whistleblowers that once again we have
Oh, really?
we have no real evidence, but you know, there's just like more people that are corroborating Grush to his.
Maybe this
to
is
his
the Patreon
why?
because we've got the busy, or should we keep that to the Patreon?
The busy.
The fucking aliens and the Ukraine stuff. Is that Maria Abramovich thing real?
Did I say something that should be private?
No,
I'm a little drunk now.
no. You had one White Claw. What did you eat today?
Well, it's not that much.
Fucking
I'm trying to lose a little weight here, John.
crazy. Anyways,
And if I start working in a restaurant again, inevitably they're gonna make me eat some of that fucking food.
Yeah, you'll be
so
walking
I'm gonna
around a lot.
Fucking gain weight. Fuck everybody. So anyways,
you're gonna be so happy with
I'm
the
such
free
a
ribeye.
positive person. Realistically, I'm like actually incredibly
It's
positive.
gonna be like a mouse running to the back eating French fries.
I'm not gonna do that shit
Yeah, you
anymore. I'll
will.
never do
You
that shit
definitely
again.
will, dude.
John,
You're gonna be
shut up.
on your
Don't even
feet,
fucking
and you're gonna
go. Why
back
don't you
there,
believe
and
in me?
you're
Why
gonna
don't you
be
encourage
You're gonna be
me?
like, Carlos, can you make me some French fries? I'm hungry.
Yeah, okay, papi. Okay, yeah, princess. Yes, princess. I'll make you, princess. I'll make you French fry. You hungry?
And then you'll make the French fry, and then you'll be in the back on, and then like 14 other women will come up and go,
I'll be like, what is his name?
Carlos.
Carlos, I'm keto. I need sushi sashimi. Carlos. I
Okay,
just
then
need
you want
it."
princess? Give me 15
They're
minutes.
not gonna do that. See, the carbs they'll give you all day long. They don't want to give you the meat. These
No,
fucking
no.
pieces of shit, especially with inflation these days in this economy. I'm not gonna be getting any sashimi. But a lot of these nice places, you do have to try the food in order to describe it.
Yeah, it's a fucking.
So whatever. I mean, listen, I'll work for some fucking new chef de cuisine that everyone's talking about. Another chef that looks like an extra from Sons of Anarchy. Going around getting Me Too accusations. Okay,
chasing
And-
women into the parking lot.
Yeah, with his beer belly, fucking ridiculous. This is gonna be
Just watch
John
The
in
Bear.
10 years.
No,
Yeah,
fuck no.
I'm kidding.
Fuck
I'm
no.
kidding. I'm just saying you're gonna look like an extra. In Sons
I know
of
of a
Anarchy.
bar. I know of
You
a
already
bar
kinda
where
do.
I know of a bar where like every bartender is like a sexual harasser. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's nuts.
I used to have a joke with my
It's
friend
insane.
when we were like serving together, where we'd be like, I gotta say, like, if I'm not getting sexually harassed every 2 weeks, I don't feel good about myself.
Yeah, women
like
are
at the
crazy.
restaurant.
But
No, I mean, there's a truth to it, but we're kidding. But yeah, I don't know. It's it can be fun. I mean, listen, the bear. That's what I don't want. I don't want the yes chef,
Behind.
yes chef.
corner,
I mean, that's what it is, though. It's
Knife.
behind, corner,
hot water,
hot water,
hot liquid,
yeah, knife on your back,
knife behind with a knife.
yeah, behind you with hot liquid.
Dude, I used to fucking. Oh my god.
The owner's a pedophile.
under you with loaded weapon.
Dude, I remember one time I have my own kind of call outs I do, or
Of course you do. John's got to.
Well, I feel like a little like usually I'll be like, if I need to get into a fridge or something and I'm working on their bar, I'll be like, come in real quick. I'll just say that. Like,
Yeah.
come in real quick. And I go in. And I remember I
was working with this guy when I was in Atlanta, and I was doing the same thing. I need to reach for something, and I reached underneath it, and I instead of saying coming in real quick, I said coming inside you real quick.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh god.
John's like sucking your cock real quick.
Yeah.
Sorry, sucking you off real
right
fast.
Behind you real quick. I usually say it's so funny. I usually tail it real quick. I'm right behind you real quick.
Yeah, real quick.
Come behind you real quick.
What is that? What's the? It's like the Cupid shuffle.
I don't know what that is.
What? The two quick or like
left side real smooth.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking of.
I should do that. I'm gonna go right behind you real smooth. I'm gonna start saying real smooth. I'm gonna go coming inside you real smooth. Hot beef injection.
One time, 2 steps. What is it?
1 time, 2 steps. Left foot, 3 stomp. Left foot, 2 stomp.
2 dicks.
Cha-cha, real smooth. Now round it up. But yeah, it's fun. I like my place. I
don't know that song, and then he recites it verbatim.
Well, it entered my brain. Like, I can't believe I fucking tear my brain. There's space in my brain.
No, that's what I'm saying. It's not. This existence isn't even real. Rick Rubin's right about everything. We're just vessels for what the universe wants. We're slaves to the universe.
You think too much.
He puts it all positively because he's got $500 million. I'll show you the negative side of it. Yes, we're slaves to the algorithm. We have no control over all this.
Yeah, you think too much.
Otherwise, I'd be a fucking, Playboy model getting that.
Playboy sucks.
Getting that Skrilla. Instead, I'm going to be cleaning up, the demi-glaze off of like newly made hipster fucking leather booths in some well-lit establishment where you have to pay 4% for my health care that I'll probably never get.
Mm-hmm.
And when you're you know what else I do? Fucking 18% automatic tip. What about I can schmooze? Let me schmooze.
Pool tip system?
I don't want the pool tips.
You don't know the pool tip system? Yeah, you are, aren't
Bro,
you?
no.
Fucking punk, dude. You're a punk. You're going to take it. You're going to go to a pool tip system. You're going to fucking shut your mouth and you're going to take it.
I'm going to go in there and I'm going to be like, I'm not a fucking communist, okay? This is not like, this is called, I'm a better person. Yeah. I'm better at this than them.
Yeah.
I can schmooze better than them.
Welcome to Applebee's. That's what those places are to me, dude. I'm just like, dude, this is a real restaurant.
What if I just jokered you?
This is a goddamn claim jumper. This is a fucking Chili's.
I mean, it's like, I'm not joking if I have to do this for more than 6 months.
Go work at a fucking Chinese restaurant. You probably make as much money. Honestly, go work at a fucking Applebee's. You'll make as much money and you'll hang out with all your other brats.
Why do you keep bringing up Applebee's?
Because you make
it. Dude, there's people making kill myself so you can take over as head host of this?
Low key for a restaurant where you don't have to worry about a lot of shit. Go fucking work at Applebee's.
John.
I would bartend at Applebee's. I'd probably make more money than I make now.
This is amongst the craziest things you've ever said. In fact, Devin actually heard while I was editing the last episode, you fucking brought up Applebee's again for the life of me. I don't know why. And he even was like, you said something to the effect of, you can make $1,000 a night at Applebe's. I've never heard a bigger lie.
What do you? I didn't say you make $1,000 a night.
You said you can make $1,000 a day at Applebee's. It's not true.
No, not true at all. When did I say that?
You said that last episode, like
did I? Whatever. I take it back. You can make a lot of money working at Applebee's or Buffalo Wild Wings. Just saying that, dude. UFC events and shit. Fuck. Probably way more than you would make at La Rouge Caboose. Fucking hipster cafe that's gonna be open for a year.
This is like
you're a brand new restaurant with its new head chef, and it's gonna be open for a year.
Look at me, I ripped my legging today.
I ripped my stocking, Mr. Harrison.
It's gonna be open for a year. It's gonna get shut down because the owner gets Me Too'd, and you'll be out of a job again.
Sean's gonna be like, you're gonna really wish you worked at Chili's right now.
Yeah, because guess who's always open? Chili's.
He just wants to eat a blooming onion, so he thinks he's
that is Outback Steakhouse. Get it right,
so he can delude himself. Chili's copied it. Thank you very much.
Really?
Jesus, yes.
Wow.
God, I want to kill myself.
You're gonna be fine, dude. They came out with a new blooming onion.
Yeah, it's called My Brain Matter.
Yeah.
After I Courtney love myself.
It'd be pretty sick to work at. I think I might work at Applebee's.
Why do you keep bringing up Applebee's? What is your weird obsession with Applebee's? What's wrong with you?
Because it'd be funny, dude.
You have like a disease about you have Applebee's syndrome.
It's just be funny. It's just
why
be fucking
Applebee's?
funny.
I don't even think there's an Applebee's around here. Where would Applebee's be?
Yeah, there is.
Burbank,
There's one
and
in
there's
Las
not
Feliz.
No, there's not.
10% sure.
Las Feliz would never. Should I take a shot of his vodka? It's Hollywood vodka.
Applebee's.
I know the owner of this. I finally know a local with a vodka company. It's taken me 4 years in LA to get to this
There
place.
is an
I would like to
Applebee's.
thank
There's
the
Applebee's
Academy,
in Alhambra.
Harvey Weinstein.
I'm gonna go work at the Applebee's
kidding.
in Alhambra.
Kidding for YouTube, I'll go. Huh?
I'm gonna go work at the Applebee's in Alhambra.
Shut up, John. It's just fucking insane.
gonna
That's two.
shut up.
That's two disgusting things.
I'm gonna shut up,
Applebee's
Billy.
and Alhambra. I don't know
You
which
leave
one.
Alhambra alone, you son of a
It's
bitch.
fine, dude.
Good Chinese
It's fucking
food.
why I left Dallas is because of places like Alhambra. They do have good Chinese food and a very good Costco. Fucking whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Alhambra.
They got the HK Mart, which kicks ass out there.
It's-
You been to that HK Mart? Really dope.
No.
Can't wait to start going to those Japanese grocery stores downtown. Those are kick ass.
In the Arts District, yeah.
Not in the Arts District,
Yeah.
Little Tokyo.
The
Get it right.
other reason I don't want
Get
to
it
work
right.
in downtown is I'm going to get my fucking throat slashed. I could serve someone a Wagyu burger.
What side?
No,
What
thank you.
What
It's
side of
not
Broadway?
worth it. It's not worth my life.
What side of Broadway?
Fuck if I don't know directions. I gotta like learn how to read a map now.
If
It's
you're like,
unbelievable.
if you're west of Broadway, you're fine. Unless
Someone
you're on
should've
that
told
part of
me
Fig.
early in my life, like in junior high. Stay away from comedians.
I'm in the danger zone,
What do you mean?
east of Broadway.
I didn't even know we had a Broadway. This is Los Angeles. which
That's
is
the
New
main
York
street
City.
is Broadway. It's where the
Oh, that's right. I thought it was Grand or whatever.
well, there's Grand and Broadway. Yeah, might get capped.
Yeah, it's okay. You know, it's fine. The aliens we're going to get into on the Patreon. You know the deal with that. There were some things. Oh, dude, on the Patreon,
What happened?
we kind of got to get into some Scientology stuff. I know we've been on that beat for a little bit, and I was over it. I was like, my whole thing is like,
What else is there to Scientology?
I can't talk about it. Oh, bro, I just have to say, when I was at the Glendale Galleria the other day,
What'd they do?
some guy sought me out in a you know that crowd of people when you're crossing from the Americana to the Galleria? Yes. He sought me out of a crowd. It was fucking weird, okay? Huge crowd points at me. He's like, come. And I was like, and so I go over there and he has pamphlets and I'm like, oh, no, I'm not a Christian. I don't need to go to church or whatever. Fucking I look at it. He's like, just, and then I was like, you know what? I'll take it because I'm a curious person. So I'm like, you know what? I'll take it. It's fine. And, I don't want to turn this guy down. You can hand me a pamphlet. Fine. You're not trying to read me the gospel right now. Yeah. I'll take it. He's like, yeah. And I was like, yeah, sure. He could tell I didn't want to at first. And I was like, okay. And then he's like, just take a look at it. Just take a look at it. I was like, oh, wow. What a nice guy. He's like so articulate, like well spoken. I look at it and it says, want to know about yourself? And then I turn it around and it goes, and it has like a postal code, the Church of Scientology.
Battlefield Earth.
It's 2 days after I released that episode where everybody like came for me because I said something about Leah Remini. I'm sorry, okay? I'm sorry, Leah Remini. Oh my God. Like, she's got her own little cult now of people like fucking all in. I get it, whatever. I didn't realize it was as crazy as it was. I thought Scientology was like so 2010. I was like, "Bleh, boring, who cares? Bye, next. There is some shit though that I want to talk about in the Patreon that I'm like, woo. I don't know. I might, but once again, piss people off, so it's fine. But I might not. You don't know. I could win you back, but we're gonna get into it over there. Patreon.com/The Ida Hour. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter. I realized some people that watch this show don't follow me on socials, and I thought that was crazy. Please do.
Crazy.
Well, it's actually
Follow me,
I'm like you'll listen to me
dipshits.
talk for an hour and a half, but you won't just look at my IG story, please. Like, okay, it's IDATAVS. I'm already showing myself how pathetic I can be, so I'm going to keep trying to do that every week and promote myself on my own platform.
There we go.
And Ida Tavakoli on Twitter, TAVAKOLI.
John Badman. JOHN.
Just on Instagram because he quit Twitter.
BADDMAN. 2 Ds. John Badman. Like John Goodman, but bad.
John's like, how do I spend 20 minutes doing this?
Whatever.
Yeah. All right, guys, we love you. Thank you for being here. Support the show. Support us, or I'll fucking...
I was on the edge.
I'm on the edge. I'm teetering. Good night and good luck.
Good night. This thigh is killing me.
I wish I got that in. God damn it.
Ooh.
It's over. It's all in.
I didn't wear deodorant. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I'm sorry.
Oh, Jesus.
You okay?
God, I'm just a bowl in a china shop.